Hey, what's good with the family? Hey, man, I hope you had having a great day thus far. I want to talk to you guys about today, man. Today was a little shaky when I rose this rising, man. It was a little shaky. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It was just one of them days I ain't really want to do nothing. I ain't want to do it, certain things and all. And I'm like, man, like this here is just it's a lot. It's a lot. So, so it took me, I started driving. I was on the road for 5 hours. I ain't gonna cap with you. I was on the road for 5 hours. Took me 2.5 hours when I got to like the little halfway point pit stop. And I sat there in the park and I was just chilling, looking up, looking at the birds, looking at the grass and all that, and just, um, really before, like an hour before that too, though, I had stopped at like a little another stop and was looking at the mountains, looking at the prairie dogs. I ain't never seen a prairie dog live before like that. I was like, this is pretty much like a desert squirrel, for it to just, um, but just in that stoppage and allow myself to just be. I asked myself like, what all do I have right now? I'm grateful for everything that I have. I might not have everything that I want, but I have everything that I need, right? And sometimes it takes a little movement within our bodies, right? I like to go on, like I meditate by driving. I like to drive, or I meditate by walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to just sit and just close my eyes and be I'm meditating like that, even though I do enjoy that too. But we can meditate in multiple ways, numerous ways. But it took me to realize that I'm like, man, I'm grateful for what I have right now, even though there's a lot of things that is going on that I cannot control, but I can control how I react to certain things, how I respond to certain things, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, a lot of the external world is if you allow it to be, it can be loud, just through this whole process of everything, you know what I'm saying? This is a crazy time um to be just say be alive right now. There's a lot of stuff going on in our reality. And you know, me personally, I'm starting a new life, you know, on my own out here on the West Coast, and just doing what's best for my soul. What brings me joy, what makes me happy. It's because it's just that time for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I can be able to learn and have experiences in life that I've never experienced before. That way I can be able to, help myself out and also teach others. Down the road. Um, but it took me, like I say, 2.5 hours, but just went on a 5-hour trip to understand that my body needed some movement, just needed to be. There was a lot of energies that's around me that, at the same time, I wasn't doing my part as well. Um, as in, like, now I'm about to start just juicing, cleansing out my body though. But um, in that regards of health, taking care of my temple the way I need to, and it's okay to do something every now and then, but it's not ODing on it. Um, but it was just like, what do I have? Just looking up at the sky, I'm just grateful for what I have right now. Just being present in the moment. And knowing where I want to go. Right. That's the best part about it though, is knowing where I want to go, like my big goals, but understanding like right now, in order to get there, you got to start, right? And I've already started. It's just really just keeping it on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And just not allowing the external world to get a reaction out of me. And sometimes it does. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you, I'm like, what is it? And I just gotta ask myself, okay, what's on my mind? Make sure my mind is where it needs to be, being able to do the things that I want to do that's best for my soul. A lot of folks, they gon' like I said, they gonna try to recommend certain things for you, and that's cool. Whatever works for people, it works for people. You know what I'm saying? Not everything that works for the other person is gonna work for you, but it's always good to try certain things, new things out, because you never know what might work for you, right? And you never, and always, and also you never gonna, um, please everyone, right? That's one thing that I've learned too. Last year, whatever you do, somebody always gonna be like, you should be doing this, or like, what the, and that's life. Who cares? You never gonna please everyone, and I laugh at it. So, but yeah, man, yeah, I just got back from a little 5 hour little drive, and it's what I needed. You know what I'm saying? It's what I needed. Just needed to just allow myself to be. Some folks don't like to drive. I love to drive. Excuse me. So, folks, I like to go to the park, go for a walk, whatever. Just finding the best way to cope. But just wanted to come and share that with you guys, man. Hope you have a great rest of y'all's day, man. While the sun is out. Peace.